Okay, we'll be playing with stuff out of our get home bag tonight to see if we have any additional things that we'll need just to be able to cook some basic food. Yes, I normally carry this with me. You can get it from Walmart for like $4. I think it's refillable butane. It's a torch. It gets very hot, vastly superior to a cigarette lighter, and as you'll see here in a second, it does a really good job starting fires. Yes, I did acquire some birch bark for tinder. And since the neighbors get mad at me for picking up all the dead leaves out of their yard, dead sticks and stuff, which you'd think they wouldn't, if they do, I went on ahead and just diced up an old pallet. And one of the things that I do is I have a fair amount of pieces that have been chopped up pretty fine. In the Tolkien trilogies, the Hobbit trilogies, you'll see where the protagonist, that means the hero, they always had bundles of faggots with them, and they're not talking about tied up boys who like boys. These things were bundles of sticks because they usually had their tinder with them. Then they also carried their kindling with them. That way, if it was raining, they'd be able to start a small fire. The important part here is Chris over at Prepared Minds 101 has an excellent video on how to get dry wood out of for fires out of stuff that's been when it's raining. There's dry wood on the inside after about a half inch or so. You end up getting dry wood. The outer part's wet, and he shows you how to use your knife to baton. He's very skilled at that sort of thing. So we're just going to see how long it takes to boil a half a liter of water, make a bowl of rice, and then cook a strip or two of bacon and a strip or two or a egg or two, and just see how long it takes. Oh yeah, and a lot of the stuff that I got off of eBay, the no stick Chinese kit. I got one that was, if I remember correctly, the big skillet is like 7 inches across or something. It's pretty decent sized. I don't know how much it'll be able to hold, but we'll see here how long it takes for half a liter of water to come to a boil. Put a lid on it there so it'll come to boil faster. And it is officially boiling. So I'm going to take about half of this. I'm going to throw the bacon on here. We're going to take about half of it. And what I perceive to be about half. Make some cocoa with it. And then we're going to do our best guess as far as what about a cup of rice would be. See there? This is instant rice. We do that for a reason. That we'll throw it back on here in a minute. For just a minute to warm it up, then we'll take it off the heat. Cover it for a little while. Took about half the water out. We put a half a liter of water in there. Side. Yeah, the rice wasn't completely done. Put that on there for just a second or three, and the rice water will boil off. Now, thing to remember for me, at least, is that my get home bag usually has my wife with me, and so it would be two of us, hence the bigger need for some of these things. And also the overwhelming majority of our get home stuff just happens to be like things like Cliff bars, granola bars, trail mix, stuff like that, stuff that requires no cooking and has fairly high energy, tastes fairly good. I'm not seeing a whole lot of water in there. What we're doing here is just a little cleanup. So you can see the crud that was on the pot, bottom of the skillet from the bacon has basically all volatilized off. My fork around here someplace. There it is. Now you might be asking yourself, why does he have salt in the pepper? They're going to run through a lot of salt. Walmart used to carry a little spice cup. It had pepper, it had salt, it had